Let me thank you first, Madam Chairwoman, for holding this important hearing. As a Floridian, this is the kind of hearing that hits home, literally hits home. Last month, we held a hearing on the integrated public alert and warning system and whether those with disabilities or those with limited English proficiency are able to adequately receive alerts and warnings when an imminent hurricane storm or other disaster is coming. Now, unfortunately, we found that much work still remains to be done. Today, we're focusing more broadly on the issues of whether emergency preparation, response, and recovery, if those efforts have adequately or do adequately address the needs of the very young, of the elderly, and others who, varied others who may have also a number of different special needs. In 2004, President Bush issued an executive order establishing that it is the policy of the federal government to ensure the needs of individuals with disabilities are incorporated in the planning for disasters. In 2008, Congress established the National Commission on Children in Disasters to study and report on the need of children in preparing for and to respond after disasters. Congress also charged the National Council on Disability with examining the inclusion of people with disabilities in emergency preparation and established a disability coordinator within FEMA. So there have been some efforts, and there has obviously been some emphasis from both the executive and also Congress. Notwithstanding these efforts, unfortunately, work still remains to be done. For example, according to the National Council on Disability, many emergency managers and people with disabilities remain unprepared for a disaster. And disaster planning continues without full consultation or even participation of people with disabilities, which is obviously contrary to what we're trying to do. And as highlighted in the National Commission on Children and Disasters interim report, there are still inadequacies for the care of children in various aspects of emergency management. Again, we still have a long way to go. This slow implementation of clear policies is absolutely unacceptable because the consequences, as the chairwoman was saying a little while ago, can be very dire and tragic. Following Hurricane Katrina, thousands of children were separated from their families, and there were so many accounts of individuals with disabilities and seniors who were unable to evacuate, and we've seen and we know what resulted from that scenario. With nearly half of our population either living with disability or under the age of 18, we must ensure that the interests and the needs of these individuals are fully incorporated in our planning, in our response to and recovery from disasters. And as we will hear today, each of these categories of individuals, whether it's children or seniors, people with disabilities, have unique issues that must be examined and addressed in our emergency management system. Again, as the chairwoman so eloquently said a little while ago, otherwise the consequences can be tragic. Again, thank you all for being here. It's a privilege to have you all here. Appreciate your time. I look forward to hearing from the witnesses, Madam Chairwoman, and I thank you for having this very important hearing.